Yes, hello guys, welcome back to Kenya USA Times TV. It's another day and I'm so excited. Now that the Department of State has just released DV-2026 Diverse Visa Lottery Application timelines. I'm so excited. I hope you are excited too, and then you are ready to apply for DV-2026. Yes, talking about DV-2026, maybe somebody may ask, when will the application begin? When will the registration period begin? It should be on 2nd of October 2024, which is next week. I think it would be on a Wednesday, and 12 noon Eastern Daylight Time, US time. If you are from Kenya, it should be around 7 p.m. Yes, there is a list I was following here. It should be 7 p.m. Let me see. Yes, if you are from East Africa, for example, it should be 7 p.m. And then if you are from West Africa, it should be 4 p.m. If you are from maybe Central Africa up to Algeria, there should be 5 p.m. And then Southern Africa should be 6 p.m. Madagascar should be around 8 p.m. That's just the estimate time the DV lottery application will, the system will open. And I hope you are ready to apply. Okay. Maybe somebody may ask, what are the main requirements for this? Yes, I will only mention two. One, you have to make sure that you are eligible to apply. First of all, you are coming from eligible country. One thing is, some countries are not eligible. For example, Nigeria, there is a list here. Yes, there is a list. Okay. For example, Nigeria, Bangladesh, Brazil, Canada, Colombia, Cuba, Dominican Republic. And then there is Haiti, Pakistan, Mexico, Vietnam, Venezuela. The natives of Macau are not eligible to apply. So make sure that you are coming from eligible country, of which I know Kenya is eligible country and most of other African countries. Okay, after making sure that you are coming from an eligible country, make sure that you meet eligibility criteria. That is through high school qualification. Yes, make sure that you have high school qualification. And if you are not able to have that, at least 2 years work experience with a qualified work experience, not any other job. And if you want to qualify through work experience, it should be determined by ONET website. It's a US Department website whereby it categorizes jobs based on job zones. And for DV lottery category, it should be job zone 5, 4, and 5. And I've looked thoroughly at those jobs in those categories, but it's very hard to find any job that does not require training. So it's a bit hard to qualify through work experience. That's what I can say. I'm not saying it's not possible. It's a bit hard because if they say accountant, job zone 4, accountants will fall on job zone 4. I think 4 or 5. Then for an accountant, you require some level of training. So somebody who does not have high school qualification, I don't think will qualify through that. But you try your luck. If you are courageous enough, ambitious, risk taker, you can try anything. Okay, having made sure that you meet those eligibility requirements, make sure also you have the right photo. Yes, right photo. By the way, Department of State, there is this website called travel.state.gov. They've released DV-2026 Diversity Visa Lottery Program instructions. So make sure you read the instructions given there so that you may acquaint yourself with the requirements, eligibility requirements, and see whether you qualify or not. So make sure you read that. And then, very important, make sure you have the right photo. I cannot overemphasize this. A good photo is one step ahead in the application process. Remember, with DV lottery, you can apply, yes, but the first elimination will happen to those who submitted the wrong photo. They will be eliminated automatically. Behind the scenes, you may not see. You may submit, yes, it says successful, but the system will now begin to select those to be disqualified because of photo issue. Yes. Then you will be disqualified before even you reach the draw stage. Yes. Utafika draw stage, so make sure you have the right photo. And the right photo will always have 2-inch square, white background, between 54 and what? And it should be below 240 kilobytes. Yes. And then it should be JPG or JPEG format. Yes. Yesterday somebody sent me a photo in a BDF, a photo in a BDF format, file format, which is wrong. Imagine if it were the application itself, you would have failed. So make sure you have the right photo. Okay, if you don't know anything about diversity visa lottery photos, I have a couple of videos about that. Yes, check the requirements, photo requirements. And then also, when you have the photo now, make sure you subject the same photos to DV lottery photo tools. There is a DV lottery photo tool by the Department of State. There is DV photo checker. There is green card photo check or validator. I normally use the 3 tools, and they should be able to check your photo and make sure your photo or photos passes those 3 tools. Okay, you as an applicant also, when you go to a photo studio, make sure you ask that guy while editing the photos, I could show the photo properties or photo information. Yes, you should be able to see the photo information, photo properties. Yes, there is a way of seeing that with a laptop, computer. Yes, you can use Microsoft Photos or any other opening application, and you should be able to see whether your photo is maybe, for example, is between 54 kilobytes to 240 kilobytes, or it is less. Yes, so make sure you see that. Also, with these properties, you will be able to file properties. You will be able to see and the file format of your photo and the date it was created. Remember, a good photo should not be more than 6 months old. So if, for example, you took your photo way back in August, because I've been encouraging people to take photos as far as August, your photo will be 2 months at the time of application. So you still, you qualify. So for what? DV photo should not be more than 6 months. Yes. And with the same photo file properties, you can be able to see the time that photo was created or taken. So don't lie yourself that you can reuse a photo that was previously used in the past DV lotteries. So take a new photo, and when taking photos, don't just take one photo, take as many as possible, and then you will select the best. And then don't pay that photo man before you check. You make sure that the photo meets the requirements. Even before subjecting your photo to DV photo tools, there is a way you can, even with your phone, if that guy has just sent you the photo via email, not WhatsApp, you see the properties there with your phone, and then make sure the pixels are 600 by 600 pixels, and then also 2-inch square, that's the photo, and then also check the kilobytes. Remember, I said it should be 54, between 54 and 240 kilobytes. So anything in between, it can be anything, but not less than 54. Yes, I remember there is a photo I checked for some applicants, and the photos were below what? 54 kilobytes. So it was rejected by the system. The system I use to check the photos. So very important. photo. Get the right photo. It's never too late to go to a photo studio. And by the way, I don't encourage guys to go to a cyber cafe. Those cyber cafe guys may not have the right camera and the right software to edit the photos. Just go to a professional photo studio, and most of the time those guys at the studio are able to edit your photo, and or they have the right camera. It may be Canon, whatever, the right camera to use. But cyber guys will only use the cheapest camera they have and then cheapest software they have because they want money. So make sure you go to a professional photo studio. I know people are confusing cyber cafe and photo studio. I know sometimes they can operate under one umbrella, one roof. They can be the same, but in most cases, they are different. Okay, for cyber cafe, you can go there and maybe do your application or ask them to do an application for you if you are not able to do. By the way, this year, DV-2026, I'm doing free applications for at least 31 people. As long as you send me your qualified photo and the information via email. I will share my email address on the description section of this video. So if you feel that you need help, by the way, it's free to apply and it's very easy to apply. If you feel that you are not able to apply, you need help, I'm always there to help you. It's free of charge. I don't charge any dime. So that's yes, it's a bit hot, so I have to kaja nifungue AC kidogo. Yeah, it's now okay. So vile nimesema, make sure your photo is a qualified photo. Photo is very important. I cannot overemphasize this enough. It is very important that you get the right photo. Okay, somebody may ask also, okay, can I apply on my own, or must I go to a cyber cafe, or must somebody who is in diaspora apply for me? The answer is you can apply on your own. If you trust yourself, if you just trust yourself, you should be able to apply on your own. It's very easy to apply, and you can use what? You can apply using your phone as long as you've saved that photo or the photos in one of the phone's folder. You can use your tablet, your laptop, or your personal computer, or you just go to a cyber cafe and then pay for the time you will be using their computer, and then you apply on your own. Understood? Very easy. Very easy. Then something else also. Okay, if you are married, I was reading something here. For those who are married, take advantage of this. Yes, you can apply 2 applications. The husband may apply and cover everyone, and also the wife can apply and cover the rest of the family. That's double chance for the family. This is not the same as a duplicate application. For single applicants, don't do duplicate applications. No. But for married people, you are always allowed the husband to apply and cover everyone, and then also the wife to apply and cover everyone. That way you'll be increasing your chances. Understood? So if you are married, don't apply a single. And I know, for example, some people may not be having the marriage certificate. They've not registered their marriage, but all the same, as long as you know that you've conducted traditional or customary marriage, that's okay, because you'll just need to register your marriage, and it doesn't take much money. It's about $50 in Kenya. It's about 5,000-ish to complete all that, and you don't have to pay the dowry. Yes, I know some guys are afraid of now paying the dowry. No, you can just go and register your marriage. They don't ask you if you've paid for dowry or not. They don't mind about that. And then you will get the marriage certificate. That's for those who are married, but they don't have the marriage certificate yet. you can apply as married. Okay, for those who are single, I'm reading this. You can choose the option of, let me read, unmarried. This option, that's number 13, current marital status. It's unmarried. Unmarried can mean what? Two things. Either you are single with no dependents or no kids or derivatives. Yeah. You are just single. You've never been married. Or you are single, you are unmarried because they are using here unmarried, the term unmarried. You are unmarried because, and sorry for that. You are unmarried, but yet you have kids. It's possible to be unmarried or single, but you have kids. With this case, you will apply as unmarried. However, if you win, if you are selected, you may be required to get the consent letter from, let's say, biological parent or father of the, if you are a lady, of your children. It's very easy to get that. Yes, you just need only the humility, and then you know what you'll do to get that. That's for single but having kids. And by the way, if you are a single applicant, your application is very straightforward. You just fill in your names, mailing address, blah, blah, blah. You upload the photo, then you submit. You don't have the next page. For those who have derivatives or dependents, either same stuff, or they are married, there will be the second page. There will be the second page for the derivatives. And remember, all the photos must meet the same requirements. We have one standard for the photos, the same requirement. So that's for those who are unmarried but have kids. You can also say married and my spouse is not a US citizen. That's common for most people. But okay, make sure you prepare yourself to get the marriage certificate. And for some people, they may need to have certified copy of marriage certificate. Yes. And by the way, if your marriage was way before the DV lottery application or maybe DV lottery results, sometimes you may not need to have a certified copy. You just have the normal marriage certificate. Understood? Okay. And then divorced. This option, if you are divorced, make sure you have the papers. You have the divorce papers from the court. Don't just say I'm divorced and yet you don't have the required papers. And then widowed. If you are widowed, make sure that you have the at least marriage certificate and the death certificate of your spouse. Yes. And then finally, there is legally separated. You can't just say I'm legally separated. By the way, somebody, through one of my videos, somebody asked me, he told me that he is separated with his wife, but not legally. Can I apply as single? The answer is no. You cannot apply a single while you are still married and you have no legal papers to show that you've been separated from your spouse. So if you say you are separated, make sure you have the documents, backup documentation. Okay, all these documents are not required at the time of the application. But when you win, all these documents I have said will be required as applicable to you. Remember, when applying this, you are not required to have a passport. But when you win, you are required to have a passport and for you to submit the DS-260. So don't be afraid. If you don't have a passport, and when I say passport, I know some Kenyans are confusing a passport with passport size photo. That's why I don't use that term, passport size photo. I don't normally use because it confuses people. I'm talking about the travel document called passport. Yeah. If you don't have a passport, it's okay. You can apply without a passport. Yes, that's it. And then also, let me read something else. Yes, there is also, I've received so many questions about number 8, which is, remember I'm reading this web, travel.sa.gov. I'll share the website. There is the mailing address. So many people have asked me this, and let me emphasize this. Mailing address is that address normally where you currently reside and you are likely to receive mail. Mail can be parcels, letters, or anything. So that's the mailing address. And it doesn't have to be your personal mailing address. It can be for the nearby school, or maybe somebody else, or maybe a church. And this same mailing address, it doesn't have to be in the country where you are born. No. Or maybe the city where you are born. Remember, there was a place for the city of birth. It's not the same thing. It doesn't have to be the same thing here. Though for some people who've not traveled anywhere since they were born, it can be the same place. But let me give you a scenario. Maybe you are from Kenya, but you are currently working in Qatar. So your mailing address should reflect Qatar. Yes, it should be beer box something, country, Qatar. Everything there, Qatar. Because it's where you are currently residing. Let me repeat. It's about where you are currently residing, and you are likely to receive what? Mail, letters, or parcels. And if this mailing address is not yours, you can, the first option you can choose care of, and then you write the name of the owner of that address. Or sometimes you can leave it blank. It's optional. So it's optional, you can leave it blank. So that's it about mailing address. And for those who are in Kenya, we have the postal code. I know for some other countries in Africa, they may not have postal codes, or they do have, but it's not well established. Like in Sierra Leone, somebody from Sierra Leone asked me about this. And while doing research, I realized that yes, they do have postal codes system in Sierra Leone, but it's not well established. It's only in Freetown, whereby you can hear about the postal codes. But for some other areas, it's lumped up together with some other regions. So either for that case, you may choose the option of unknown postal code. There is option of choosing unknown postal code, unknown, or you may use the postal code if at all you have. That's if you are from Sierra Leone. If you are from Kenya, it's very easy. It's PO Box something. If it's PO Box Kakamega, Google the postal code for that area. You can always Google or go to the nearest post office, and then you ask what's their postal code. And in so many places in Kenya, post offices, the postal code is normally written outside, and you can be able to see the postal code. Remember, postal code is not the same as +254. They are not related. This is mailing postal code. The other one is international dialing code. I know some people have been writing that +254, 40Z +255. That's wrong. Mailing postal code is different. It's more like zip code in this part of the world, US. Yeah, it's more like that. Though zip code here is much established. By the way, in Kenya, we don't have zip code. We have postal codes. And every post office has that code. And for example, if you are in Nairobi, let's say you are in your mailing address, you normally go to GPO, General Post Office there. It's at the CBD. So your postal code should be 0100. I know that because I've been there severally. And some other parts of Nairobi can be different. Let's say, for example, you are maybe Ronalingala. Yes, let me Google Ronalingala something. Yes. There is a post office near Ronalingala Street. Ronald. Yes, so that you may see it's different. Yes, for Ronalingala, that post office, it's 0300. Yes, there is a post office there. It's 0300. For GBO there, it's 0100. So make sure you can always Google. You don't have to stress yourself. As long as you Google, you will get the results. Yes. I know for those people who are coming from, let's say, Kericho somewhere. Kericho, there is one. Kericho town. Yes, you will likely get. Let me. Yes. Because I'm trying to help you people. Yes, it can start with Kericho town. You can get postal code starting with a 4033 something. Yes, 433 something. Yeah, I mean 40332. That's the postal code for Kericho. Yes. No, I think I'm wrong. Tell me I'm wrong. Yeah. Sorry for that. It should start with 200 something. Yeah. Sorry for that. For Kericho, you know your postal. Yeah, it should be 200. Yes. And then for Litain, maybe 2214 Kapkatet. So you have to Google. Yes, I'm just saying this just to brainstorm. You have to Google and know your postal code if you are from Kenya. Okay, something else, maybe before I forget. So tumeongea photo. Okay, we've talked about mailing address. There is also the email address. Don't confuse. Some people are confusing email address with mailing address. Email address is the digital format of whereby you receive emails. Make sure you have a valid email address. Don't use a cyber cafe email address. You may be blackmailed. And remember, you may need the email address to access. For example, maybe you've forgotten your what confirmation number. So if you don't have email address, how will you access that? So take care. As for you people who are saying, how can I get Gmail address or email? It's free. Just Google or go to YouTube and see how the tutorials on how to create a Gmail address. It's free. You don't have to visit a cyber cafe. You can do it on your phone and you get, and make sure you have the password and you are able to access your Gmail. Okay. City of birth, you are Ikwangi issues. City of birth, just write whatever is in the birth certificate or the passport. Yeah. There is still this line. Okay. Taking photos for your baby or toddler. Instructions. When taking a photo of a baby or toddler, no other person should be in that photo. I know it's a challenge for most parents to take a photo of their young babies or toddlers. Tip number 1. Lay your baby on his or her back on a plain white or off-white sheet. This will ensure your baby's head is supported and provide a plain background. Tip 2. Cover a car seat. Let's say a car seat like this with a white sheet and take a picture of your child in the seat. This will also ensure the baby's head is supported. Very important for those people who've been agonizing over how to take children photos. You can pay attention to this. Visit the instructions. Yes. And okay, last but not least, when can I apply? There is a myth that some people have that when you apply on the first day, you will be selected. And then some other people are saying that if you apply at the tail end of it, you will be selected. That's a fallacy and some myth. Personally, I applied on the first day. Yes, a few hours on the first day. But I don't think that was the thing that made me won DV-2023. No. This is just the lottery. I will also not encourage applicants to wait until last minute. because there have been some instances whereby DV lottery website breaks down and you are not able to make further application because there is huge traffic. Because normally human beings, most people are last minuters. They wait until what? The 11th hour or the last minute, and then they come out of the woods and then they apply. Don't be like that person. Yes, don't be like that person. You will be locked out and you may not apply. So I don't encourage people to wait until the last day. And there are very many reasons associated with that. You can Google and do research about the same and come and tell me. Yes. And then also, so I've said what? You can apply anytime. Can I use my phone? Yes. Your phone, your tablet, your laptop, your computer? Yes. Okay. If somebody who is in the US apply for you, will you win? Not necessarily. Yes. Okay, I know many people are coming to me. They want me to apply for them. Some could be thinking that if I apply for them, they are likely to win. That's not the case. That's not the case. I'm just doing application because I like to help people. You can apply anywhere. Yes, anywhere. You can apply anywhere. By the way, for DV 2023, the one I applied on my own. I never went to a cyber cafe. I just applied. Yes, I was saying what? I applied on my own, DV 2023, and I won the first day. And okay, I did 2 applications. One under my name. I applied on the first day. I think it was on 6th October. I'm not sure. Then on the second day, on 7th, I applied for my wife. So I made 2 applications. And when the results came out, one for my wife never succeeded, but mine succeeded. And that's how I ended up in the US of A. Anybody can apply. So don't look down upon yourself and have low self-esteem or less confidence. Just have the confidence and apply. Anybody, whichever the background you have. Kama mimi mtu wa mitumba, I applied and I won. Okay, I had a computer. Yeah. And I was good with the research. So anybody can apply. You can apply anywhere. Okay, this video is not only meant for my subscribers. Anybody there, including maybe even the relatives who may be watching. I know some relatives may be waiting to be reminded. No. Let us just use common sense. Do the application. Don't wait to be reminded. So just use common sense. If you feel that you meet the eligibility requirements, apply, even though you are a relative of mine. Or yeah, just use common sense. Yes, tunataka watu wengi wa apply. With God will, most people will be selected DV 2026. Let me remind you once again, it will open on 2nd of October 2024, which is next week, Wednesday, 7 p.m. Kenyan time, or noon here, Eastern Daylight time. And it will conclude on 5th November, noon, Eastern Standard Time, DV 2026. Hope you are prepared. Hope you are doing good. And I wish you all the best. God bless you so much.